Welcome back, Light Up Literature family. All right, today we are talking about misplaced modifiers. So we're going to jump right into it. And what are misplaced modifiers? Well, they're words or phrases or clauses that describe something in a sentence, and they add extra detail, which is great. But sometimes it gets kind of confusing when what's being described in that extra detail isn't next to what it's describing. So the student quickly finished the test. Well, what did they quickly do? They quickly finished the test. So this is how it can be a little tricky. So let's look at our 3-step guide. First, before we go fixing anything, the dog chased the boy on the skateboard. First, what is our modifier? Our modifier is on the skateboard. Who or what does it describe? The boy? Not the dog. So move it next to the right word. The dog chased the boy who was on a skateboard. So sometimes when we're working with misplaced modifiers or dangling modifiers, we have to add subjects or change the sentence. And that can be a little challenging without enough practice. So let's find our missing modifier. She served sandwiches to the children on paper plates. All right, so who or what is being described? On paper plates is what's being described. That's our prepositional phrase. What is it describing? Is it describing the children? No, it's describing it's giving the extra detail on the sandwiches. So she served sandwiches on paper plates to the children. It'd be kind of weird to have children standing on paper plates. All right, dangling modifiers and missing subjects. A dangling modifier happens when the sentence is missing the word the modifier is supposed to describe. Hiking in the woods, the birds chirp loudly. Wait, were the birds hiking? No, of course not. Hiking in the woods, we heard the birds chirping loudly. So we had to add not only our subject, but also the verb. Because you can't just walk up to saying, hiking in the woods. The birds chirp loudly. Yeah, that works. But how does hiking in the woods connect? That's why we need to add that we heard. All right, fixing dangling modifiers. After watching the movie, popcorn was everywhere. Well, just because you watched a movie doesn't mean popcorn is going to be everywhere. So we're going to fix this one with after watching a movie, we found popcorn everywhere. Our next one. She found a gold man's ring under the table. All right, so hold up. What's gold? The man or the ring? She found a man's gold ring under the table. Our next practice. Find and fix the dangling modifier. Add the missing subject to make the sentence clear. Walking to school, the bus zoomed past. All right, well, who was walking to school? As I was walking to school, the bus zoomed past. Or it could even be, he was walking to school when the bus zoomed past. So we just need to add those clarifiers because otherwise those two don't necessarily make sense together without extra information. All right, here is our challenge. So remember, find your modifier, ask who or what it's modifying, and then rearrange it. All right, pause here, and then you can check your answers. All righty, let's see how we did. She ate almost all of the cookies. The dog on the skateboard chased the boy. Or the dog chased the boy who was on the skateboard, which I think is more realistic. Although I have seen YouTube videos where dogs were on the skateboard, so, just depends. We watched the entire movie for nearly 3 hours. My dad ate the nachos covered in cheese. Sign me up, that sounds good. And our last one, she found only $1 in her backpack. That's not even going to get you a soda these days. Alrighty, let's take a look at our quick recap. A modifier is a word, phrase, or clause that describes something in a sentence, and it gives us extra details. Misplaced modifiers are when the details are too far away from the word it's supposed to describe, making it sound kind of weird and just grammatically incorrect. All right, our dangling modifiers happen when the sentence is missing the word or the modifier it is supposed to describe. So when we're missing our subject, that we're supposed to be modifying. All right, so our quick tips: move the modifier close to the word it describes. Check for missing subjects to avoid dangling modifiers. Read the sentence aloud. Does it sound right? If it sounds off, probably need to take a look a little harder. And ask yourself, who or what is being described? Now, that was a quick wrap up. If you're in my class, go ahead and go to your online coursework. If you need online coursework, we have a freebie on misplaced modifiers in the description. Until next time, stay safe, happy, and healthy. Bye.